Thank you, members. We are back from our recess. And if there's no objection before we move forward, I would like to go back to item two, just so that we're in line with the rules of procedure. And I will request to adopt the amended agenda. We amended yesterday. We vote on it, so now we have to adopt the agenda. So can I get a motion? Thank you. There has been a motion to adopt the amended agenda. It has been seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. The ayes have it. The agenda has been adopted. And then now we'll move forward to um, item four. And that brings us to Mr. Rob Trevilla. And I believe his attorney is here. So, Sarge, please. Thank you, Council. I believe we received a email from you about 4:55 yesterday requesting for an extension. You have the floor.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. And I thank you. I do appreciate and thank the committee for its consideration in allowing this extension. That was greatly appreciated by my clients. And I was asked to come here today at this time with dates certain when they are available. So I have some dates that I could provide to the committee.
Hold on. Before you mention that, are the clients here in the cinema or
Yes, they're here.
they're here?
Yes.
So before you recommend your date, the dates we have is the 6, 7, and 8. Possibly 11. Sorry, 7, 8, and 11. That's the only available dates we have.
Of what month is that?
March.
7, 8, and 11.
That's correct.
The dates that I was provided by my client are all after those dates.
We can't accept that.
The dates the dates that they provided were the following: any day March 18 to 22nd, any day March 25 to 29, any day April 1st to 5th. So it's a 3-week span continuously where they're available any day.
Understood. It's just that we have the budget hearings coming up, and so we won't have time for that. So the committee is only giving you 7, 8, and 11. That's the only dates we have. And the committee will have no issue issuing a contempt if they don't want to show up. We gave your client almost a month to prepare, so there is no reason for another extension. We gave you the dates available, and I think we're pretty much set at that.
So that's 7, 8, and 11. Is that for both my clients then?
That's correct. Since you represent them both,
Right.
correct?
I do, yes. So that's Thursday the 7th, Friday the 8th, and Monday the 11th.
That's correct.
Those are the dates. I'll notify my clients.
Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So short recess. Thank you, members, and we are back. Now, we've set the date for March 7, 8, and possibly 11. And due to the nature of other hearings with PUTC and other committees, the chair requested the council to report back here March 7, 8, and 11, 10 a.m. Um, and so we're at that. So discussion with that. Is there any objection? That's correct. Yes. The council represents the two clients, so he's aware of the dates.
And they are as well.
And they are, yes, that's correct. Any further? It's the schedule's always been 10. It's always 10 a.m. On those dates that were given to all the witnesses, and it's all at 10 a.m. I believe the council spoke with our council spoke with their council, and I think we're very clear of that. Correct, Joe? Thank you, council. And with that, I'm going to move on to miscellaneous, and I open up the floor. Chair recognizes Rep. Marisa Flores.
Thank you, Chairman. Two things. I think for me yesterday, just as a recap, because we're here today and the next time will be on the 7th. But I failed yesterday during our recess to mention and commend that young man who spoke during public comments and reminded us of the reason why we're here and why this committee was established to begin with. Obviously, he respects and loves the CNMI. This is his home. And he does also, as a voter, as a taxpayer, would like to see these hearings with the witnesses come to some kind of conclusion. At this point, this morning, I had received numerous text messages from people throughout the CNMI sharing with me their sentiment, their excitement, their interest, their intrigue to today's hearing. But because at the last minute, this committee had received some documents from several witnesses, we had no choice but to ask for new dates to better prepare ourselves as we move forward with the hearings and to get to the bottom of this boost hearing. At no time, Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, for myself as a committee member, would like to see any of these witnesses come up and ask for an extension anymore, right? But we don't know what their life entails. Maybe it's life and death, what have you. My hope is that every one of them are healthy and they can participate in the hearings. But for myself, I hope that this committee is ready to offer the contempt if none of them appear. And I hope that when we continue on March 7, we can actually get to the bottom of at least the first part. The people deserve answers. And the people deserve finally, these boost hearings to come to a closure. Although I think the first set of witnesses is not going to provide that. But I want the general public to know that we are here as a committee working together to ensure that these hearings bring us to an end result, and that whatever needs to happen happens based on the evidence at hand. So please, to the people of the CNMI, March 7, 8, and 11 are the confirmed dates. At no time, Mr. Chairman, if any extension is requested, I would hope that this committee will take a vote on it. Thank you, IU.
Thank you, Rep. Marissa. Any further? I recognize the Vice Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for your comments earlier, and thank you, Chairman, and colleagues and viewing audience. I just wanted to say that this committee has been doing honest work. We have met several times to go over a lot of documents, tons of documents, and of course, we do have our fair share of criticism. That's fine. We accept that there will be criticism as to why are we even bothering with this. And I just want to say the real reasons and remind the viewing public why we're here is because we still have to look into these funds at this point, this boost program and other disaster related funding, because this committee has seen and it'll be forthcoming that there has been evidence of misuse and abuse of government funds, whether in this case federal funds, and it is something that I have stated before. I would like for us, this committee, to see what money can be returned back to the Commonwealth. I think that when the public does see that there has been certain misspending, and they will see that, it is not our job to go after them and try to prosecute them. We're not prosecutors, but we do want to shed light as to this money that we believe should be returned, and we hope that the proper authorities will do so. And whether that's through civil or criminal proceedings, that's not up to us. But I have seen enough to tell you from my experience that there is money that needs to be returned back to the people of the Commonwealth. We are in dire straits right now, and any recovery is a good thing. It's not to try to hurt somebody or anything. It's to simply say you were paid too much, or this money does not belong to you, or these were excessive charges that you put forward to the people of the Commonwealth, and it must be returned. It is no different from someone who is overpaid by the government, for example, or the bank. They're going to want their money back. Well, on behalf of the people, I want to see that money returned. And I want to see that because of the financial situation we're in. It is sad to see us struggling. The average families who are just living paycheck to paycheck, barely surviving, when some are living high off the hog, living their grandest lives, which is not a problem if you have earned money fair and legitimately. It is when you use your connections and use that to enrich yourself without even having the credentials. When you look at making so much money, when you in your heart know deep down inside that this is excessive. I believe in our committee, our councils, our assistants, and I believe in this that we will shed some light as to what has been going on. Has there been unfairness when the boost and the FFR was handed out? Well, we've come across some of that, and we will be sharing that with you in the days or months to come. Whatever the case is, those who were paid unfairly or excessively, who have not used the money for the proper reasons are going to have to return it. And it is up to this committee to shed light into that. Thank you very much. I wish you all the very best, and I yield.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Any further? Rep Vincent.
So this, I am very honored and pleased that I am part of this committee to investigate into this misappropriation of public and our federal funds. And the reason why that I say that is because we all know that these funds could have been and should have been used for public purpose. We could have fixed our, infrastructure. We could have bought, a MRI machine with that, we could pay for a technician to come in and, it could have helped fund the medical referral. So if anybody is telling us that, we should move on and whatnot, then, okay, if that is the case, then I hope that we stop complaining about, medical referral doesn't have any money. The infrastructure is dilapidated, and why is it costing so much? If we would have used those money the right way, maybe we wouldn't be raising taxes. How about that? And maybe what we collect, wouldn't cause us to hopefully again not raise taxes again. So if we could get at least half of that money back, all of it, from the ARPA fund, the CARE fund, the Boost fund, whatever fund it is, if we could get something back and watch how it's spent, and to make sure that it's spent correctly, so it'll help everybody out, not just the privileged few. So hopefully it'll help out our economy, and hopefully we won't have to be passing tax bills to raise government funds. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Rep Odan. Rep Dego.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. There's this notion that this is a waste of time. Well, what's a waste of time is continuing, if we continue to grant extensions. In my opinion, this is not a waste of time. It was reported last week that we might be facing a $10 to $20 million shortfall. And how much was expended during for this program was 17 million. So no, it's not a waste of time. And in the interest of time, if I may request, Chair, that we grant no more extensions, and we should be firm on the dates that we give. Thank you.
Thank you, Rep Dego Camacho. Any further? And just for the record, the notices were given in a timely manner by this committee. We requested documents to be produced. We gave them ample of time. Unfortunately, yesterday they were still submitting documents, which the committee has received. And we gave them more than 20 days, I believe it was almost 3 weeks advance notice to appear and testify, so we can put closure in this. This is the last segment of the investigation, and we're trying to put a closure. But I do agree with everyone. The committee will not allow any more extensions for any reason. And I do believe that we should vote on it, just as what Rep. Marissa has mentioned. So I have nothing further. I look forward to the next hearing, and that will be scheduled the 5th, 6th, and 7th at 10 a.m. and starting with Mr. Shane Villanueva and Royal Soil. And with that, is there any further? And being there's none, the chair will now adjourn at 2:30 p.m. Thank you.